Hello, this is High Templar with my Total War Warhammer multiplayer battles. Today we will have Wood Elves versus the Beastmen. So let's have a look at both player builds. Firstly, for the Beastmen we have Khazrak, One Eye himself, and on the Chariot, which is not something you see very often, and then we have Ray Shaman of the Beast. Now, this is Khazrak is now worth actually taking after the update 6, where most of the Beastmen lords that are well not Morgur started to, make sense to pick them. Then we have a huge line of Goreherds, and they are obviously Vanguard deployed because fighting against Wood Elves. 2 units of Vanguard Riders and 4 units of Centaurs with great weapons. For the Wood Elves we have somewhat unorthodox build. We have 3 units of Way Watchers deployed here, unfortunately without any Spearmen, which is you are fighting against the Beastmen. You should be guarding your ranged troops. They are good at fighting hand to hand, but they are not that good. Then we have 3 units of Eternal Guards without shields. Then we have some Dryads, single units of Triggin, and 3 units of War Dancers. Not the War Dancers with Azrai Spears, mind you. We do have Orion here, and we do have Branchright, quite obviously. So it will be an interesting match. It will be a very fast match because, the Beastmen are positioned in such a way that it should be pretty fast. Let's have a look what will happen here. Obviously those guys can shoot and run, but it will not help them that much. The Centaurs with great weapons are quite fast, and as you can see, they already caught the Way Watchers. Way Watchers is elite unit, but you see that the War Dancers are trying to catch them, and the Centaurs are retreating. In here we have a charge, and I like this what the Wood Elves player did. Firstly, he stopped the Goreherds with Eternal Guards, and then he charged in with the Dryads. That is an excellent idea, and he, I think, will do the same in here. Although Eternal Guards start to be yes, and he did exactly that. He is, however, charging against these units of Goreherds. Eternal Guards are a bit caught. The Dryads are good because they have fear. In the back we have Centaurs that manage to run around the War Dancers and manage to charge in the side of those Way Watchers. This is very bad for the Wood Elves player. We have Flock of Doom already running here, and 1 unit of Centaurs with great weapons caught, but the War Dancers were absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Here we have Ungor Raiders doing some damage, but not much damage. They are not positioned correctly. They should be shooting into those units. And the Centaurs are now caught with the War Dancers, and they will be going down, but they do have support of the Goreherds units that charge also into that Way Watchers, and those Way Watchers are pretty much dead. These Centaurs are fighting only against those Way Watchers, 2 units here. Though there is few War Dancers fighting here and the Eternal Guards, but Eternal Guards are dying to the Centaurs with great weapons, who charge them again and again. On this side of the battlefield we do have Miasma, I believe, that was Mystifying Miasma, and now we have Airblood that will be, and a Flock of Doom, which will be countering that Airblood. So lots of magic going on here, The Wood Elves players are already dying. The Triggin has still 8 units, but they will be great counter against Centaurs with great weapons. Even though the Centaurs have armor piercing and the Triggin has lots of armor, it would not be good for them. Triggin are a very tanky unit. And as you can see, the war dancers here, although making damage against these Centaurs, should be cycle charge, but you can see here that the battles seem to be almost over, with the Orion here and the branch right and what's left of the war dancers. But what's left of the Way Watchers, 19 of them, is pouring some fire into this, and as you can see, the Orion on the brink of death is actually managed to rout all those units. All those Beastmen units are running away, which is pretty amazing, and the war dancers are racking up the kills. Amazingly, there is another unit of war dancers at the Trikin with 6 of them still have, and they are routing back. So as you can see, what looked like an amazing victory for the Beastmen changed into mass rout, and the Wood Elves are back. Their morale is great, but now we have Ungor Raiders fighting into the center of those forces, and the war dancers will not like that at all. And now we have a mass of the Beastmen forces are going back, and this unit is here to charge what's left of the Way Watchers. Way Watchers, very dangerous unit if left unchecked. And boom! That was quite a charge. And another unit of Way Watchers was trying to catch, another unit of Centaurs was trying to catch those Way Watchers, but were intercepted by the Trikin, and that was the end of them. Here we have another Flock of Doom and another charge from the Centaurs with great weapons. They are being masterfully used in this instance, and all this infantry. I would actually shoot more with Ungor Riders. There is only so far that the enemy can go back, and 90 Ungor Raiders against 14 Way Watchers is still a good match, and those guys seem to have lots of ammo. So I would just pour down my fire on this mass of the Elven forces, because that's a perfect target. But charging them is another way to stop them. As you can see, there is another Flock of Doom here. That's very bad, and the charge from the Khazrak on eye, he will not survive that charge probably, because he has 32 health left, and he died indeed. But the mass of infantry charging here the Gorherds with 28 charge bonus will make those guys simply run away. There is nothing. Another mystifying miasma done borders and Gorherds, but this is not a spell that you would cast on this type of a unit. And that is the end, the Pyrrhic victory. Quite an amazing, very close game, very interesting game, because it went from one victory of winning one side to the victory of the other, and then back. So we have that the Gore Raiders did their job, and they did it well. The Ungor Raiders were underperformed slightly, but they were kept in the back, 2 in the back, and the Centaurs were masterfully used by running into and then into the back of the formation of the enemy, making most of the units rout and making, well, pretty much denying the Way Watchers their firepower, which was quite a good move. And then we have Trikin, who tanked most of the damage. The Orion did very well. On this side, Khazrak and Bray Shaman of the Beast first casting those spells. The repeated Flock of Doom for the Bray Shaman of the Beast was an amazing, because there was high concentration of Elven troops. That was amazing kills. You wouldn't see them. I mean, that was not the kills that was actually taking their health, but that was an amazingly well used unit. And then we have Khazrak, who charged and a charge, and that break the enemy morale. So that was, and as you can see, most of the elves actually died in this battle. Like, out of 701, 600 died. 600. And then on the Beastman side, 3/4 of the forces are dead. And this is pretty much it. It was quite an interesting battle. I hope you like it. If you did, press like, comment if you will, and see my other videos. In Total War Warhammer, I'm doing mechanics videos, mod reviews videos, and DLC analysis and speculation videos. And I also will be talking about the trilogy very soon, the second part of the trilogy very soon. And I'm also doing let's plays in other games. like Fallout 4 and Mass Effect Andromeda and others. So that's it. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching and see you later.